Our first stop is beautiful Costa Rica. Clear waters and tropical surroundings. Ah, a dream come true. And for those looking for adventure, get your kicks at this hotel, just 2 hours south of San Jose. The resort at Costa Verde looks like an average hotel from the outside. But what makes it so unique is its 2 large airplanes that have been turned into a hotel bar and a luxury suite.
We salvage planes and we bring them here and we make them into interesting things. My dad was a B-17 pilot in World War II, and growing up I was hearing stories about planes and all sorts of excitement and adventure, and so we try to recreate some of that here. What we have here is a 727 made into a fuselage home.
Planes like this can cost up to $500,000, but Costa Verde got them for a steal. This recycled plane was a donation from the San Jose, Costa Rica airport and now has 1,400 square feet of luxury accommodations for anyone to rent.
We have 2 beautiful suites here, and what we have here is the foyer. We have the 2 balconies, the entrance balcony, we have the outside balcony in the back here, and they're both sitting on top of the wings. What we did on both the bedrooms over here is we lowered the floor almost a yard, and we made a TV room here that's sunken, so we have much more spacious ceiling and much more living space. Here in the master bedroom, we have beds that I bought in Java. They're all teak, which is not native to Java. They're all farm-grown teak. We decided to put the whole inside, panel it in teak, and put wood floors here to give it that real natural look and make it a warm, comfy feeling. Obviously, we don't leave it metal. Here we are coming into the cockpit. We built the shower here with very nice curved plexiglass windows. We have our 2 pilot seats over here. And this is the only part of the plane that we didn't put paneling in so people could see what the old look was before we recycled it. So far, we're not really that sure what you could do here aside from enjoy a bottle of wine, but at least you have a nice ocean view from your bathroom. Now we're entering the other bedroom, and we've also got a nice sunken bedroom here. We have a lot more space. We have our lamps that we make here on the property. We make a lot of other furniture. Let's go see the bathroom. Here we are in what I consider to be the coolest part of the plane. We designed a bathroom that fit the tail section of the plane. The tail section was here, and we took the tail out to make a very good air circulation situation. The turbine that was taken out, it also is great for air circulation up there. So we have a lot of air flowing through the plane, and it really works. Now we're coming down to the bottom of the plane, and it is interesting to see how we have it up on a 40-foot pedestal here. The idea came from an article in Forbes magazine that I read in about 2000. A guy in Tennessee was selling fuselage homes on pedestals. I called him up. It turned out that he actually had not built any of those yet. It was all Photoshopped, all the pictures in the article. And so I said, okay, I'm going to try to do it. And we haven't had any problem. We've gone through several pretty serious tremors here, and there's no problem. I call this the earthquake-proof home.
The fuselage is great for resting. But when you want to grab a bite to eat, stop around the corner to the hotel's restaurant, El Avion. It seats 600, and right in the center is the second recycled plane converted into a bar.
This plane was a 1955 C-123. It was brought here by Oliver North and the Contras, the counter-revolutionaries in the Cold War period, 1986. This plane was left behind in the airport, and I bought it. It was only $3,000, and here it is, and it's our restaurant. We have a lot of fun here. This is an icon here. It's one of the things that make Hotel Costa Verde an interesting place. You know, there's a couple things here that are really interesting. If you look at the side of this plane, there must have been a machine gun that did all these holes here. When we were cleaning this whole thing off in 2000, you know, been sitting for 14 years in the rain, and we took off all sorts of fungus and we took off some of the loose paint, and we found this Air Force seal from the U.S. Tactical Air Wing. And so that was when we started putting the whole story together. We weren't really sure that this was one of the Oliver North planes. But when we saw that, we said, this is very strange that there's a U.S. military plane sitting here in Costa Rica. And then we saw this, we took this off, the number, and they did about 700 of these planes starting in 55, and they stopped making them in 59. And this is number 663 of the whole production run, which was around 700, 750. And this has number 4 on it because they flew in formations of 4. And this was the last plane of the 4. We have a very interesting cockpit, and we always get people that want to come up here and sit. It's a little bit different because it's a very old airplane. I've even had people that say, hey, can we do the Mile High Club? And I go, no, you can't do the Mile High Club here, okay? We have a nice bar here. Took the 2 wheel covers off the 2 wheels on the plane, and we made them into a bar. We have all of our own furniture that we make here on site. And we have our nice tables and nice chairs. This is another Fairchild plane. This is called a Metroliner. It's about 45 feet long, 20-passenger turboprop from 1979. And this ran off the runway in Bocas del Toro, Panama, which is right near the Costa Rican border. I went down and bought this piece of scrap. It was very cheap, under $1,000. And I brought it up here. We were going to make it into a sign, and we were going to put El Avion on it in big letters and stick it outside. It looks a little bit like a rocket. But we decided to morph this plane into a dumbwaiter, and it goes down to the kitchen, which is 3 floors down, and we bring up all the food using our other Fairchild right here. Now we just come up here at night and we put on some music and we have a very nice pub. I would say that one of the really surprising things here at Costa Verde is that we have managed to take some of these old relics and trying to turn them around into very attractive, usable recycle projects. And I think we've been successful at that. And we managed to put them in jungle settings and put them on the top of a mountain, surround them by trees, and have them fit in and be part of a beautiful piece of scenery.
So, planes aren't your thing?